Welcome to this week's episode of the Pull List Examiner. This is my weekly video where I take a look at the top 3 comics I am looking forward to reading when it comes to New Comic Book Day. And New Comic Book Day this week is going to be Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. Christmas is right around the corner. Hopefully you're getting some comic books for Christmas, but let's take a look at the top 3 that I am looking forward to reading this week. And at number 3 this week, we're starting off with Star Wars: The High Republic, issue number 2. Issue number 2 is a little deceiving because this is actually phase 3 of Star Wars: The High Republic. If you have been following with the High Republic series that's come out, we've got a whole crew of new characters that have been introduced, along with some old favorites like Yoda, who's popped into that new universe as well. If you're a Star Wars fan, I highly recommend checking out the High Republic. Both the novels and the comics have both been really fun to read, and now that we're entering in this phase 3, I think this might be the final phase that they have planned, I think, but I'm hoping to see some good conclusions, some questions get answered, but really this has just been a fun read, and especially this main title with what I assume are the main characters within this new universe they've created. I hope we see some kind of movie or maybe Disney Plus TV show come from the series. I don't know what we'll get, but I have really liked reading it so far, and I'm looking forward to issue number 2 from phase 3 coming out this week. And at number 2 this week, we've got The Incredible Hulk, issue number 7 from Marvel Comics. This, in my opinion, is the best comic coming out from Marvel Comics right now. If you are not reading The Incredible Hulk, I would highly recommend seeing if you can go back and pick up some of the back issues. It has been a really fun read. It is taking that horror genre twist on Bruce Banner and not your typical Hulk smash Incredible Hulk that I think a lot of people are used to because of the MCU movies. This is a fun read. Philip Kennedy Johnson, I think, is on the writing here, and he's doing a great job. If you haven't checked it out yet, like I said, I would highly recommend checking out Incredible Hulk issue number 7 this week. And number 1 this week is going to be Geiger, Ground Zero, issue number 2. I have been a fan of this Geiger-verse that Jeff Johns has created over at Image Comics, but with his own sub company there, and Gary Frank on the artwork, amazing. Jeff Johns on the writing, he's doing a good job. And if you haven't checked out Geiger, then this is actually a really good place to pick up this issue. And the previous issue is a 2-part prelude or prequel to explain the backstory of Geiger, and I am looking forward to seeing how they will wrap up this prequel with this week's issue number 2. Thank you for watching this week's episode of the Pull List Examiner. You can always find every comic that I'm picking up for New Comic Book Day in the description of the video below, and I have to say this week is a bigger list. I was kind of surprised going into Christmas that we were getting so many comics this week, but there are a lot of things on my list for this week. Hopefully you will, like I said at the beginning of the video, you will also be getting some comic books for Christmas. We'll see. Maybe I'll get a surprise. Who knows? But Merry Christmas, and thanks for watching. And remember to read them, bag them, and board them.